25 years of hip-hop, not all, but enough to matter, has been a looped spell of the same 5 ideas: money, ego, dominance, sex without intimacy, violence without consequence. And repetition is programming. That's not opinion. That's just how the nervous system works. And we're surprised they don't read, reflect, or heal. A man whose emotional range peaks at a touchdown celebration is not about to sit in silence and meet his shadow. And here's the realization nobody wants. A distracted man is a control board. An emotionally exhausted man is a profitable. A spiritually untrained man is a predictable. Of course, the average man feels that. There's no substance in his rituals, just stimulation, seeking the best man. There's no easy grip, constant distraction. The kids love stillness. The kids love stillness.
So sad that she's just changed into this, and it was so weird because I was like, it's not a new style, it's one thing I wore, and then I'm gonna wear this another day, and then I'm gonna do this, and literally the thing that I've been preaching about since I first started is
Yeah.
Does this smell okay?
No.
Guess I'm not having cereal.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Again, federal agency moving like secret police, masked up, should not be laying siege on an American. American city.
But she smiled at him. Isn't that what men tell women to do? Tell them to smile more, to be friendlier, to be softer. Because if you're pleasant enough, maybe it'll keep you safe. But I'm confused because in that new video, Renee Good did smile at the officer. She told him, I'm not mad at you. Renee Good was soft. Renee Good was
Claro,
kind. Renee
somos.
Good was good. She
O
did
klema,
exactly what
alla
women
mammas.
are told to do to survive angry men.
Och klämma.
And that still didn't keep her safe. She was threatened, she was grabbed, and then when she tried
Bombis.
to leave, they shot her in the face. That's what the officer called her, in front of her wife, in front of her community, and now because of that video, in front of millions of people. We will tell women to fix their resting bitch face, to smile more, to be sweeter, so that
Broken?
we don't get
Thomas.
angry and violent. And it turns out that doesn't matter. They'll still hurt you, and they'll still call you a fucking bitch when they're done. But she smiled at him. Isn't that what men tell?
There is no popular trope in media or fiction or like no societal idea or general consensus where men date ugly women. But there
Problema?
is for women
Alla
dating
más.
ugly men. The Beauty and the Beast trope has permeated through fiction for fucking centuries. How many movies, TV shows, books can you think of where a woman finds the love and humanity and empathy in a horrifying beast that barely resembles a human being? And how many
Hombres.
can you think of where it's the other way around?
Hombres.
Where a man finds the
Hombres.
love and the beauty and the empathy
Hombres.
in a monstrous beast that doesn't even resemble a human being?
Hombres.
Fucking none. The equivalent for men is the
Hombres.
Born Sexy Yesterday trope, in which if they
Hombres.
fall in love with something alien or something other, something
Hombres.
magical, it won't be a beast. It'll be the sexiest woman you've ever seen in your life,
Hombres.
but she has the brain of a 5-year-old. But even past narrative
Hombres.
tropes, when you just look at like basic Hollywood casting, the amount of films that cast a 60-year-old actor who's like kind of past his prime, he's not really looking as great, he's not in as great shape as he used to be. He's always dating someone 20 years younger than him who's like the hottest woman in Hollywood at the moment. But you'll never see a super typically attractive, like objectively stunning guy in a movie who's like in his prime, he's like 30 years old, dating like an older woman who maybe doesn't fit the same beauty standard. And this translates to real life too. The amount of times I'll go out and see like a strikingly beautiful woman, and you'll see the guy that they're with and you think, respectfully, I'm sure he has a nice personality. And that's the case most of the time. Like, that's such a thing for guys to be like punching above their weight. But you hardly ever see a strikingly attractive man. He's got everything, 6 foot, whatever, great body, jawline, teeth, everything, dating someone who doesn't match that like standard. And generally speaking, that's why so many girls have more guy friends than guys have female friends, because women don't hold men to the same like beauty standards in terms of like treating them like actual human beings. So because of the whole BRS thing, I keep seeing so many guys come out about how like this applies to everyone and these beauty standards aren't specifically male or female or whatever. I'm like, no, they are, because men have been fucking conditioned since birth to not even see women as like actual full 3-dimensional human beings unless you find them attractive. Whereas women are conditioned and shown in media to like have such a level of empathy that even if it's a fucking fish, you're allowed to still find it attractive and you should still find the humanity in it and treat it the same way you would any other like man. It's like the standards of beauty are so much lower that it's fine to date a guy who's way past his prime and far older than you and like has left his looks behind, and that's like completely normal. Whereas guys struggle to even treat women like human beings if they don't hit a very specific beauty standard. There is no popular trope in media or fiction or like no societal idea or general consensus where men date ugly women. But there is for women dating ugly men. The Beauty and the Beast trope has permeated through fiction for fucking centuries. How many movies, TV shows, books?
By the way, shout out to that guy who at the Minnesota Timberwolves game yelled during a moment of silence. Like, you have quite a pair on you, buddy. Not
Really?
never in my life would I ever say at a moment of silence,
I saw.
I might know a way to make this better, and then execute it with everybody behind me. By the way, shout out to that guy who at the Minnesota...
No, I just feel like you...
By the way, shout out to that guy who at...
No, I just feel like you were like using me. Using you to go to the gym? I was like, there's a gym 5 minutes from my house. Y'all wanna know why I hate dating in this generation? Get ready for this first date story. So I matched with a dude on Hinge. On his profile, it gives 3 options for date ideas, and one of the date ideas is the gym. Love a good gym date.
Hombre.
So he says, he sends me a paragraph. He's like, oh, you know, I'm not really into the back and forth. Like, I just want to meet up. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, I'm with that. He proceeds to say, oh, you want to do the gym tonight? And I'm like, oh, that's a little too last minute for me. You gonna go to the gym tomorrow? He says, yeah. I ask him, is it the one by the bridge? He says, oh, I'm not sure. Go look it up. I'm supposed to go look up the gym that you go to multiple times a week. Okay. From there, I proceed to say, I'm actually not familiar with the area. Can you tell me like the address or whatever? He says, oh, well, I don't really want to go to the gym on the first day. Actually, I like to lock in when I go to the gym, and I'm not trying to be nobody's personal trainer. I said, I'm not looking for a personal trainer. I have been in the gym for a couple years now. I've already had a personal trainer who taught me form, who taught me all the things I needed to know. So when I go to the gym with a man, I'm not looking for him to coach me or nothing like that. Like, it ain't none of that. But I don't say that. I say, listen, I'm not looking for a trainer. I've been in the gym for years. I don't need help. I say, from there, I say, listen, I already got dressed to go to the gym. Your profile says you're willing to go to the gym. And I don't really need help. Like, I'm just, here to vibe out. He's like, oh, okay, cool. So, show up there. He says he's going to be there at 1. He doesn't get there till like 1:30 or something like that. Not a big deal. I ended up being late too. Doesn't matter. I get there. I have a bag. He says, well, you got to put the bag away. And I say, well, it has like some of my gym stuff in it. Like, do I have to? And he's like, yeah, like it's not allowed in here. While I was in the locker room putting the gym away, I watch a woman pack up her gym bag and walk out of the thing with her gym bag. Okay. So when I came into the gym, I had my headphones in. And I did have to ask him a couple times what he was saying, so I pulled the headphone out of my ear, and he was like, oh, yeah, you got your headphones in? And I was like, yeah, like, you said that you want to lock in, so I just brought my headphones. But then he looks, and I come back out, and I still have the headphones, and he's like, oh, you still got your headphones in? Don't know why that's a big deal. Like, he's making me uncomfortable. So I continue on the conversation. I'm like, oh, so what you doing today? He's like, oh, I'm doing upper body. I'm like, oh, okay, I did upper body on Thursday, so I'm probably not going to do it today. But we go to this secluded room, and it's just me, him, and one other person in there. This room has dumbbells up to about 75 pounds. It's got kettlebells.
I got a question for you. What do people mean when they say that immigrants should do it legally?
Well, this is what they actually mean. When other people tell immigrants to do it legally, what they're referring to is how they entered the country. So let's talk about entering legally. So let's say that you entered on a visa, right? Let's say that your visa is not expired. So that means that you are still in legal status. You're still legal, right? So let's say that you're going to adjust status to a green card through an employer. Well, it depends. Are you with an employer who will actually petition for you for a green card? Then possibly you did the entire thing legally. But let's say that you are on a visa that might transition into a green card, but you're on a lottery system. So a lot of visas, like an H-1B, you have to be selected, meaning the government only gives out a certain amount a year, right? Let's say you're lucky to be selected, and if you win the lottery, then you adjust status. But then you're going down to the visa bulletin. It doesn't mean that you will immediately get a green card just because you were lucky enough to win the lottery, right? Because then when you're in the visa bulletin, depending on what country you're from, it could take you up to like 25 years to get a green card. So yeah, you did the entire thing legally, you won, you got the lottery, but oh no, you have to wait another like 25 years and be undocumented in the United States in order to get your green card. Okay, now let's say you're still on the employment-based route, but you're on an employment-based temporary visa, and you could not be eligible for the lottery. You're on a temporary visa, meaning that you're supposed to return or it expired. Now you are in an expired status.
You're just
card.
like
You are
seeming
not
like
here,
you're
no
fully
longer
dressed,
doing
like
it
you're
legally,
trying to
although
go
you did
right
enter
now.
legally, which is so weird. So now you need to look at other options, because if you are in expired status, you're not longer going through an employer. So now let's look at family-based immigration. So you can either have an immediate relative petition for you or somebody else. An immediate relative is having a U.S. citizen spouse.
Well, she
having a
should have
US
thought of
citizen
that before
parent
being so
petition for you
kissable.
if you're under 21. Or if you're a parent and you have a U.S. citizen child that's over 21, petition for you. If you fall into those three categories, then they can adjust status for you for a green card. So you're lucky, even though you're expired status and you were somewhat undocumented, you technically entered legally, but then you weren't doing it legally, but eventually you got your green card. You are in those lucky three categories. Let's see if you are not in those three categories. If you have anybody else in the visa bulletin petition for you, like a sibling petition for you, then you're down to the visa bulletin. The visa bulletin will show you exactly how long you have to wait for a green card. For example, if you have a U.S. citizen sibling petition for you, even if they are a U.S. citizen and you entered legally and you're from Mexico, you're waiting up to about 25 years to get your green card. So yes, you entered legally, but you lost status and you fell into an unlucky category and you're from a country with a high immigration rate, oh, you're waiting about 25 years where you are literally undocumented in the United States before you're getting a green card. Okay, so let's say that you're not eligible for family-based immigration. Neither are you eligible for for employment-based immigration. Now we go into humanitarian visas. So let's go into a T or a U visa. So U visa is when you've been a victim of a crime. A T visa is when you've been traveled to the country either by a person, entity, organization, or employer. Now you have to go down to the visa bulletin because these visas are capped. So if you, just to apply for this visa, which is not a green card, by the way, the government only gives out a certain amount a year per country. So you're waiting. You could wake up to 20 years, and then eventually you can adjust that.
I keep trying to make this video, but like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? What, like, do we need an explanation of like what is going on in the country right now? It's a civil war. It's a civil. Stop pussyfooting around these bitch ass guidelines, and I don't want the video to get taken down. It's a fucking civil war in the United States of America. What the fuck do I have to say on this app for these human beings watching the fucking video to understand where we are? If I hear one more motherfucker say, oh, in November's coming, we're gonna change the time, does it look like we have 11 more fucking months? Talking about fucking no. Alex Preddy, an ICU nurse at the VA hospital, taking care of fucking veterans, U.S. veterans, people that have put their lives on the fucking line to defend this country, to defend these supposed freedoms and rights we have fucking access to. And for some reason, Immigration and Customs Enforcement shot him 11 times in broad daylight. And immediately after that, the Department of Homeland Security, again, comes out with a bullshit story. He had a firearm and he showed up to massacre ICE. Really? We have video evidence of him holding an iPhone. Just like we have video evidence of that shit that happened to Renee Good. So why the fuck have we normalized the Department of Homeland Security lying to us as U.S. citizens are being murdered? Are you not computing how fucking insane that is? The Department of Homeland Security. Keep the homeland secure. Protect the fucking citizens. We have seen them shot and murdered. Video fucking evidence, people. And the Department of Homeland Security lies about it. The response is so fucking pussy. 11 shots and one of the ICE agents watching clapped. Are you not grasping this? They want this. This isn't high stress situations. I reacted, but it was the wrong way. They want this. They want cold bodies. ICE wants cold bodies. Get it through your fucking head. They're trying to say that Alex had a gun, had a firearm. The news is saying that not only did he have a permit to legally carry, I don't want to hear shit about that. Kyle Rittenhouse took a fucking firearm across state lines and killed people. And they threw him a fucking parade. Tried to treat him like a fucking national treasure, like a hero. But now when we see this blatant fucking disgusting, inexplicable violence, just unloading on it. It was like 8-1. Now here comes Matt. He had a gun, so that's what happens. Now y'all want to care about people with guns. Now you want to acknowledge a problem when somebody has a firearm on them. Now you want to say that it's a fucking problem, right? All the fucking children and have caught a fucking bullet because of somebody holding a gun. That wasn't fucking evidence or reason for you to say anything about fucking firearms. But when these racist motherfuckers shoot somebody in the fucking face, and they give you this bullshit reason, oh, he had a firearm on him. Legally carried. Y'all live and die by the fucking Second Amendment. And then when somebody is literally using their Second Amendment motherfucking right, I'll say, oh, that's why I shot him 11 fucking times. Do you understand why I have in inquantifiable. Like you can't compute the weight behind the phrase I hate. You are the floor of humanity. You are so much worse than a fucking anchor. You just drag everything about the human existence back. I am in shock, people. We are in a civil, like, you have the federal government killing U.S. citizens. So when Tim Walz calls the National Guard to prepare for more unrest because there are federal agents doing whatever the fuck they want. It's a civil war. When California says, okay, we're gonna join the World Health Organization, Trump says the United States is leaving the World Health Organization. Doesn't that sound like look around, you're in a fucking civil war. I don't know what other phrases I could possibly say to people for you to fucking accept it. It will always, always, always be pitiful that it took a white man and a white woman getting murdered by white federal agents for white people to wake up and go, oh, this is pretty fucking bad. Yeah, it's been fucking bad. It's been real fucking bad. They killed Trayvon Martin almost 14 years ago. They've been coming up with bullshit excuses for bullshit way before y'all started paying attention this fucking year. A lot of people might not want to hear this right now, so it's probably the perfect time to say it. One day y'all are gonna start listening to black people. Yeah, y'all just hear us at best. One day you're gonna start listening to fucking black people. Less than 20% of black people have ever voted for Donald Trump. No other race of people can carry that. No other race of people can say that. They went from 8% to 15%. 15% of us. Fuck it, let's say the articles are wrong. 20% of us have ever sided with that motherfucker, and the other 80% have been screaming at y'all, stop this. You know what I'm saying? Damn near half of Latino people voted for Trump. How y'all feel now? How y'all feel now? Because when I was growing up, they told us the people that looked like me were the fucking problem, that we were the violent ones, we were the criminals, we were the stupid ones. They put all of the bullshit about the world on black people. That's what I heard my whole fucking life growing up. Now as a grown-ass man, I take a look around, I see white motherfuckers shooting people in the face, broad daylight.
Yuri?
The fuck are y'all talking about? Let's really get into it. When the fuck? When the fuck? Over 50% of men, this isn't even just a fucking race thing, over 50% of men voted for this motherfucker who made shit like this possible. What the fuck goes through your head?
Pelare?
Every single U.S. citizen that went into that fucking voting booth in November of 2024 and checked off Donald Trump's name, Renee Good's blood, Alex Preddy's blood, everybody's blood that has fucking lost their life unjustly to this tyrannical bullshit. It's on y'all's hands. You don't get to walk away without, I changed my mind, I didn't know he was gonna do all this, I didn't know. We don't give a fuck. You're just as fucking guilty as the guy who pulled the trigger. None of this would be fucking possible if y'all knew how to listen to people that told you not to do this shit again. When you see motherfuckers wearing masks and holding up flags that have a fucking swastika on it, parading through cities. You don't think that you see motherfuckers wearing masks, unloading clips on people because the federal government said they could do so? You don't think those are the same two motherfucking people?
Yuri?
It was only a parade before because the federal government didn't give them a fucking $1 billion budget. You have white supremacists and Nazis with a $1 billion budget from the federal government doing whatever the fuck they want to U.S. citizens. If that isn't a fucking wake-up call for you people, I genuinely don't know what the fuck is. I keep trying to make this video, but like, what the fuck am I supposed to say?
Here is an unspoken street rule that you should definitely know because it's life-saving. Bring a pen with you at all times. It's actually fascinating how many people don't know that this right here is the best possible self-defense weapon you can ever have. Looks can be deceiving, and this is a perfect example. Carrying a knife is dangerous. Carrying a screwdriver is dangerous. Carrying a pepper spray or even a pocket knife itself is dangerous and in some countries illegal. But carrying a pen, not only is it socially acceptable, it's designed to be public. It's not designed to be threatening. It's not designed for self-defense. It is better self-defense than a knife and a pocket knife and a screwdriver, etc. Number one, it's always legal in every country. Security dogs, if you have a knife, you're dead. If you have a screwdriver, you might get caught. If you have a pepper spray or a pocket knife, you're locked up. But you will never be arrested for having a pen. Number two, it's designed to always be in your hand. Unlike a pepper spray, pocket knife, screwdrivers, or knives themselves, you could literally put it here and it will hang. All you need to do is reach out for it and jab them. Number three, as I said before, it's inconspicuous. It's designed to not look like a threat. And it works because it doesn't look like one. You can stay prepared without escalating the situation. It's solid, metallic, hard, and durable. A pen really can, no matter how blunt, penetrate soft tissue, meaning human skin. It can cause much more pain than a knife because it's blunt. And can stop someone long enough for you to escape. It's a tool that belongs to the public, as previously mentioned. Nobody questions a pen. It's not a weapon in their own mind. So it doesn't trigger the same defensiveness or aggression as a knife or a pocket knife. Not even a screwdriver can do what a pen can. A pen leaves marks. It leaves evidence. And depending what pen you have, if it's something that can actually leave a permanent mark, you're in for a treat when the police officers ask you for evidence. A pen is the only one that does exactly that. Remember, if you're in a deeply dangerous situation, use a pen. Jab it in their eyes or your face or their neck. That way you provide yourself with the best opportunity to escape. And no matter what you do, always carry it as concealed. Never carry it open. You should always move with it being legal and with it being your last resort. Never use a pen to cause harm. Use a pen to defend yourself. I repeat, always keep a pen with you at all times, day and night, wherever you're out, wherever you are. Have one with you nearby. No exceptions. God bless. Here is an unspoken strict rule that you should definitely know because it's life-saving.
Esto es lo que recibirán los padres que fueron captados con sus bebés.
Hey, it's Anthony. Just a day after 7 House Democrats voted to fund ICE, ICE has murdered another American citizen in broad daylight. Let's talk about it. This is Alex Jeffrey Preddy, a 37-year-old Veteran Affairs ICE nurse that was shot and killed by ICE in Minneapolis today while legally observing and protesting ICE operations in the city, as per his First Amendment rights. While observing, Preddy was also wearing a holstered firearm that he had a legal permit to carry, as per his Second Amendment rights. The firearm is at the center of the latest murder, as ICE is claiming that Preddy had, quote, approached them with a handgun with the, quote, intent to massacre law enforcement, and that he was shot after a violent struggle to remove the gun. All of which is nothing but blatant lies and gaslighting of the nation, because, as with Renee Good's murder just 2 weeks ago, there are multiple videos of the incident that show the truth. That Preddy was assisting a nearby protester who was knocked down by ICE agents when he was pepper sprayed, wrestled to the ground by multiple agents, disarmed, and then shot 10 times. And notice that I say disarmed and then shot, because there's about a 3-second gap in the video between when an agent runs off with Preddy's gun and when the other agents shoot him, which clearly contradicts any claims of self-defense from the multiple officers that had, you know, tackled him to the ground and restrained him. And at no point before he was tackled to the ground does Preddy ever threaten the officers or draw his gun. So Preddy was murdered for lawfully carrying a firearm while peacefully protesting 2 constitutionally protected rights. And as journalist Susan Glasser put it so eloquently on X, the final act of his life was trying to help a woman who was being physically assaulted by the masked agents who would then kill him. To make things even worse, in the hours since Preddy's murder, Bondi has sent a letter to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, basically extorting the state, saying that Walz could, quote, restore the rule of law, aka get rid of the federal agents terrorizing the state, if only Minnesota, among other things, released its voter registration data to Trump's DOJ, presumably so that the DOJ can then use that data to further surveil and persecute registered Democrats in the state. So, what can we do about it? First, call your senators immediately. The DHS funding bill passed the House last night, but still has to go through the Senate. There has already been a response to the recent shooting in the Senate, with several senators changing their votes to no. It's important that we keep the pressure on to block the bill. Second, it's time to get out on the streets. There will be protests across the nation tonight and tomorrow, and you can check websites like mobilize.us or check with groups like Indivisible and Action Network. And finally, because protests are no longer enough, we need to get a nationwide strike. Yesterday, Minnesota showed us that it can be done, and it's time for the rest of the nation to wake up and stand with them. Not just for Renee or Alex or the hundreds of others that are dead in ICE custody, but because if we don't act now, there will be no one left to act for us. Hey, it's Anthony. Just a day.
Look at me, look at me. You looking? Look at me.
Federal officials say the government is doing its job, enforcing the law, protecting the public, and securing borders.
Ice, we ain't gonna play it nice. Oh, you wanna fight? Keep sucking daddy's dick on the far right. Fuck ice, we ain't gonna play it nice. Oh, you wanna fight? Keep sucking daddy's dick on the far right. Ice, 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 ice. Ice, 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 ice. Ice, 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 ice. Ice, 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 ice. Fuck ice, we ain't gonna play it nice. Oh, you wanna fight? Keep sucking daddy's dick on the far right.
Chaos erupted in the streets of Los Angeles as protesters and police clashed. Tensions escalated Sunday as thousands of protesters took to the streets in response to President Donald Trump's extraordinary deployment of the National Guard.
Ice, ice, ice.
Get the gear and get outside. If you can, of course.
Federal officials say the government is doing its job, enforcing the law, protecting the public.
So why are we doing anything else? My husband had a vasectomy consultation this past week and I went with him and we have to talk about it. First of all,
Hilary?
without exaggerating, the visit was 30 seconds. Okay. Tell me why his urologist said,
Bombis.
well, this is the most effective form of birth control.
Rogan?
That already had me heightened. It's a 20-minute procedure. He said, you could ice maybe for that day, possibly the next. Try not to go to the gym for the next week. And Tylenol is needed. He's getting a vasectomy because this pregnancy was unplanned.
Bombis.
I'm not an idiot. I used to work in Planned Parenthood. I know all about birth control. I know all about contraceptives. This was a plan.
Hey, every family needs a bunch of whistles.
I want the rebels to know that I'm alive. That I'm in District 8, where the Capitol just bombed a hospital
Rogan?
filled with unarmed men, women, and children. There will be
Allemaal
no
Kaisa.
survivors.
Hilary?
If you think for 1 second that the
Kaisa.
Capitol will ever treat us fairly, you are lying to yourselves. Because we know who they are and what they do. This is what they do, and we must fight back. I have a message for President Snow. You can torture us and bomb us and burn our districts to the ground. But do you see that? Fire is catching. And if we burn, you burn with us.
You are mindless, soil-shoving losers, put on this earth to serve us.
You're wrong, Hopper. Ants are not meant to serve grasshoppers.
Barbadokas.
I see these year after year, they somehow
themselves and you. So who is the weaker species? Ants don't serve grasshoppers. It's you who need us. We're a lot stronger than you say we are. And you know it, don't you?
This wasn't supposed to happen.
You, gypsy girl, get down at once.
Yes, Your Honor. Just as soon as I free this poor creature.
I forbid it. How dare you defy me?
You mistreat this poor boy the same way you mistreat my people. You speak of justice, yet you are cruel to those most in need of your help.
Silence!
Justice!
You're the weak one, and you'll never know love or friendship. And I feel sorry for you.
Sarai? Hombres. Hombres.
Rapunzel, do you even hear yourself? Why did you ask such a ridiculous
Logan?
question? It was you! It was all you!
Everything I did was to protect you.
Rapunzel, I've spent my entire life
Hombres.
hiding from people who would use me for my power. Rapunzel! And I should have been hiding from you!
Where will you go? He won't be there for you. What did you do to him? A criminal is to be hanged for his crimes. No, it's all right. Listen to me. All of this is as it should be.
No! You were wrong about the world. And you were wrong about me. And I will never let you use my hair again! I know that there's something more. Something missing from our lives. No, not missing. Something that has been stolen from me. From you. I don't know what it is exactly. But Jonas does.
What happened? Eris, what happened? Thomas, can you just calm down and talk to us? She's still alive. Ava! We have to turn around and talk to us. It's wicked! It's still wicked. It's always been wicked.
Alright. Hombres. Alright. Giao khán khảo. Okay. Hombres. Hombres. Optima. Kaisa.
Parents, your children will treat you the way you treated them. I've been seeing a lot of videos, y'all, about parents feeling like their kids treat them like an ATM. If your children treat you like they tell, it's probably because you taught them that. You probably showed up in very transactional ways. You probably, in lieu of emotional and mental support, you just provided financial support. Probably in lieu of showing up and being there emotionally and mentally for your child, you showed up in ways like buying them things. You bought them clothes, you bought them shoes. I remember when Ray first came out, the movie about Ray Charles and Jamie Foxx in 2004, I begged my daddy to take me to the movie theater to watch Ray. We go to the movies to watch Ray. We go to the noon show because he wanted to get out in the streets. We go to the noon show. After the show is over, he pulls up in front of the house to let me out and puts a $50 bill in my hand. How do you think I'm supposed to take that? How do you think if a parent is doing that to their child repeatedly, over and over, years and years at a time, how do you think that child is supposed to relate to you? Some parents get upset with their children for participating in a relationship that they built. So, if you have kids, if you think about having kids, understand something. Parents are the adults. You run the relationship. How you treat your children is how they will treat you. How you teach them to treat you is exactly what they're going to do. The relationship you build is the relationship they're going to live in. Think about that. Parents, your children will...
You are glass, cold.
I'd like to fight for human rights, but there's dishes to be done. There's wars to wage on bedtime, and there's laundry to be run. I want to scream and protest at the death, the blood, the loss, but the bus comes in a moment, and we've lost another sock. I want to feed the hungry. I want to house the poor. I want to show our neighbors that they're worth fighting for. I slept only a few hours, and my mind is drifting off. Food is too expensive, and the baby has a cough. I knew a child without a country, a stranger in his land. No papers or permission, he had nail marks in his hands. Father, forgive them for they have no visa. There is no room in the end, not with politicians busy with their more exciting sins. I'd like to march for freedom, to stand where brave ones stood, to shout against the tyrants who call their cruelties good. But everyone needs dinner, and the bills are overdue. So I raise my voice in whispers, and I teach my kids the truth. I cannot light the barricades, or storm the steps of power, but I will raise up children who will see the final hour. I'd like to make a difference, to make them stop again. I'd like to save our country, but there's dishes in the sink. I'd like to fight for human rights, but there's dishes to be done. There's laundry to be run. I want to scream and protest at the death, the blood, the loss.
The newest addition to my...
You mistreat this poor boy the same way you mistreat my people. Justice. You are cruel to those most in need of your help.
Silence!
Justice!
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might
Keyboard harder.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
That's it. Prey fears predator and you stay in power?
Yeah, pretty much.
It won't work. Fear always works. And I'll dart every predator into Nubia to keep it that way.
Time for them to join us or go away.
Under tremendous public pressure and the crushing financial burden of an ever-mounting series of lawsuits, the government quietly initiated the Superhero Relocation Program. The supers would be granted amnesty from responsibility for past actions in exchange for the promise to never again resume hero work.
You mistreat this poor boy the same way you mistreat...
I feel weird. It feels weird to be trying to live my life while everything is falling apart around us. It feels weird to be going to work and be concerned about bills. It feels weird to be trying to make music. It feels weird to have fun with my friends and indulge in my hobbies. It feels weird to be concerned about the ending of Stranger Things. It feels like everything is arbitrary and everything is a distraction. Even my own happiness is a distraction. Like, why the fuck should I be waking up and going to work? ICE agents are shooting people in the fucking street in cold blood. Why Why should I be trying to play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends while people are being dragged out of their fucking homes and separated from their families? Why the fuck should I be concerned about the day that I celebrate my fucking birthday while there is a masked, unbadged paramilitary force forcing their way to on American soil? Why does anything fucking matter? Why am I and everyone, literally everyone, the person in this fucking random house to my left, the person in this fucking house to my right, God willing, the God that I don't believe in, willing that they don't support Trump, why aren't we all out there with pitchforks and torches? In France, when they didn't like the government, they used to put you to the fucking guillotine. Where the fucking guillotine, brother? An ICE agent. Let me talk about the psychology of the type of person you have to be an ICE agent. I don't think you could have ever been a decent person if you worked in fucking ICE. The type of person you have to be to want to willingly go out and separate them and fucking deport them. The type of psychology, you either need to not give a fuck about anyone, including yourself, or you are actually just an evil fucking person and you enjoy being the villain. Which, that's the point. That hits the nail on the fucking head. I've almost been hit by a car many times, and I've never upped the Mouseketeil on anyone. And I think almost getting hit by a car is a fucking stretch. You're reaching for your pistol, you bitch ass nigga. This is a fucking rant. This is a fucking rant. The revolution is coming, and it will be televised. We are on our way to civil war. Y'all are not above a civilian militaristic rise and takeover. Keep pushing the fucking buttons. You guys shoot a civilian, civilians will be shooting back. ICE comes for me, I'm upping the Mouseketeil. And I'm gonna show you a surprise that I was saving for later. It's coming. And I can't wait. I, for one, can't fucking wait. I feel weird.
You know what, actually, maybe we should bring bullying back. I've been seeing this girl on here and she like follows ice shit out of them. Like, eats them down. Yeah, I'm okay with bullying ice agents. You know what, actually, maybe we should bring bullying back. I've been seeing this girl on here and she like follows ICE agents leaving their office and she bullies the shit out of them. Like, eats them down. Yeah, I'm okay with bullying ICE agents. You know what, actually?
And these kids behind us, yeah, they start saying ew.
Absolutely. So these right here.
There you go. Enjoy your... So you're not a robot, are you?
No, I'm not.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. They're everywhere. There you go. Enjoy your...
ICE has executed another U.S. citizen in cold blood today. Alex Preddy was an ICU nurse who went out to protest to protect people, to offer them medical care, to record what ICE was doing in the streets of Minneapolis. While government officials and a lot of conservatives are running defense for what ICE did, it is nothing short of murder. Videos have come up from multiple angles showing that Alex's gun was taken away before he was shot multiple times. While narratives are circulating stating that he had pulled out his gun, every single bit of evidence that we have that has publicly been sourced is fabricating that the phone in his hand was a gun, or that he made attempts to reach for his gun, making the mistake that the gun was taken before he was shot. If you truly believe the narrative that Alex was trying to harm the police officers, I implore you to ask yourself why. Why would they need to shoot him after the gun was seen being taken away by an ICE officer? Why would they need to detain and whisk away witnesses for what happened? And lastly, why would they not just procure the body cam footage? It's the second time this year that a U.S. citizen has been murdered for attending protests. It's the second time this year that the U.S. government has come on record, spin a narrative, and call an innocent person a domestic terrorist. The real domestic terrorists are in office right now, creating loopholes to legislate your rights away. They don't care if you're exercising your First Amendment right to record. They don't care if you're exercising your Second Amendment right to carry a firearm. They want you to work until you die, no questions asked. If you don't fall in line, skip the first part and just kill you themselves. ICE has executed another U.S. citizen in cold blood today. Alex Preddy was an ICU nurse who went out to...
So in Minneapolis, they hit a baby with tear gas, and it caused the baby to stop breathing momentarily. And then they had to take the baby outside to be given CPR in order to resuscitate the baby because the baby was not breathing. And by they, I mean ICE agents, of course, and by gas, I mean they gassed a baby. Hey, do you have a baby? Did you know that ICE is okay with gassing your baby until it stops breathing? Hey, did you guys know that ICE wants to gas your baby until it stops breathing and they think that's totally okay? Did you know that DHS already came out with a statement justifying gassing your baby, causing it to stop breathing?
Summers.
Hey, did you guys know that ICE is totally okay with gassing your baby until it stops breathing? Hey, this is your country. This is your DHS. Your DHS. But these United States says that they're totally 100% okay with gassing your baby until it stops breathing. And they got a tweet ready to totally justify it too. What are they gonna say, that the baby was weaponizing its vehicle against ICE agents? Or let me guess, is it don't bring your baby to a violent protest so that they can justify hurting our children now too? Protect the kids, protect the kids. They're gonna kill all your fucking kids. Did you guys know that? Like, I don't know if you guys are like hip or not, but that's the plan. So in Minneapolis, they hit a baby with...
One last thing at the end of this long week. We live in a time where almost everything is documented. We all have phones to capture events, altercations, and arresting moments in time. In a moment of an arrest, a photograph was captured this week that is impossible to look away from. That's Liam. 5-year-old Liam at the end of his snowy driveway, just home from preschool, still carrying his backpack, still wearing his bunny hat, being handled in the back by an ICE agent. The feds say he was abandoned there by his father, trying to evade
Trolls made you aware that President Trump is live tweeting, I guess you call it Truth Socially, as we speak. Are you aware of this, about this hearing?
ICE just murdered somebody else. And there's going to be a lot of coverage, there's going to be a lot of conversation from people on both sides of the aisle. What I will say is that language right now is really important. It is really important that we say exactly what's going on and use the hyperbolic language that is necessary. Otherwise, we are watering down and we are censoring what the fuck is actually going on. ICE is absolutely committed homicide, genocide. They are occupiers of the state. And the things that they are facilitating in is terrorism. And it is to help the current regime that is the Trump administration. And to watch this happen is jarring, but not surprising, which is unfortunate. And I want you to know it's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again, and it's already been happening. The same thing that happened, marching for George Floyd. When we black folks kept telling y'all, while George Floyd is the person in which we're marching for today, he is just the most recent publicized victim of this type of brutality. We already know that black folks have been brutalized and murdered by police since its inception. We already know the relationship we have with the police. Can't allow to happen now is a desensitization of what's happening currently. Now I'm going to make some connections as it relates to our politicians. What does real justice look like is a conversation that is long. Because even if you take all of those ICE officers that killed Renee and the young man that just got killed, what was it, today or yesterday? If you get all of those ICE officers and put them in jail, we still will not have justice. Justice is something that's going to come from the system, right? So let's talk about this election we have coming up. We have an opportunity to kind of rebalance the power dynamic between the Democrats and the Republicans, but I want you to understand that that is not enough, and it's never been enough. And if you are someone who votes blue no matter who, if you are someone who is a Democrat, a moderate, whatever, I need you to understand that the policies these politicians want to push are important and way more important than people claim to be Democrats because it is socially acceptable. They actually believe and support. It does not align with what you believe in, you support. You have to have litmus test, and I but it's because you are having a sense of fear and scarcity. You feel like, well, if I don't just put this person, we're not going to have anything else. And I'm telling you that that's not how this works. Because what's going to happen is if we allow Democrats in office who are also soft and pussy, they are also going to allow ICE to remain. They are going to still fund ICE. They are still going to do all the things that the Republicans are doing because they are simply not willing and able to do the hard fucking work. Okay? I need everybody to completely forget about the ideas right now, right? The concept of Democrats and Republicans. Take it away because it means nothing. It's just a title. It's a title to rally votes, and they are using you. The Democratic, I've been fucking my words up, y'all. Just rock with me, please.
Okay, ma.
The Democratic Party as an establishment is using you. They are fed the same amount of funding from Israel as Republicans. And I know you're thinking, Jamila, why do we keep bringing up Israel? Because
Aisa.
Israel trains
Darai.
our military, our police,
Somas.
and ICE. There is a reason that Israel continues to be funded and continues to have AA to dictate the way in which our politics go. It's not something that's not important. I promise you. So, look at who supports them and look at what they support. You need to have a bottom line. You need to be straight. If there is a politician who is standing on the concept of supporting ICE in any fucking way, you cannot give them your support. Okay? This is phase 1. The sickness that you feel in your gut right now is nothing. We have so much history
Darai.
that we can look at. We don't have to pretend like we don't know.
Somos.
What is next? If Donald Trump dies right the fuck now, it's not over.
Somos.
You know it can happen. It's not one The concept of justice is not an easy conversation. So right now, we just saw the dude get shot because he was filming, right? So what's going to happen to a lot of people? They're going to feel, we shouldn't film ICE. That's exactly why they killed that nigga. Because they want you to think that they are above the law, that you should not record them because they know that they're doing wrong. I am not even what I'm saying is not back down from what y'all are doing in the because y'all are absolutely fucking killing it in the best way. This is gonna sound so bad, but I just need y'all to really understand. I mean, well, that shit is inevitable. Die. People are going to die. Because what's happening right now in our country is the start of revolt.
Isa.
Civil unrest and the revolution. You know how many people died in the
Logan.
civil rights
Isa.
So that's a part of this. It's not right and it's not okay. What would have fucked up? Lock in. Don't tell me. Don't do that. ICE just murdered somebody else. There's going to be a lot of coverage. There's going to be a lot of conversation from the ice cream. Lit. Well, what do you mean?
Today I'm going to show you how to take a cool shot of the White House all the way from the Jefferson Memorial. Hey everyone, my name is Elmar, a DC photographer, and today I want to welcome you to my new series, Photos That Feel Illegal to Take But Aren't. For this, you're going to want to use a telephoto lens, and today I'll be using the Fujifilm.
I come bearing good news for the baddies and the gays everywhere. Just lock in with me.
Logan?
Okay.
Isa.
Everyone's always asking me about my nails, and they're always complimenting, oh my god, I love your nails, I love your nails. These are my real nails. These are my real nails. No tips, no tips, no tips, no tips, no tips, no tips. These are my real nails. I have been sitting on this secret for 2 years. Actually hasn't been a secret. I've been begging y'all to come find me. Okay? And for whatever reason, I've only found 2 salons in 5 cities that I've gone to that do this. And I do not know why. It is about to be 2026. I've been waiting for y'all patiently to come get on my level. I need you all to come meet me where I'm at. Because I'm tired. I'm suffering. I'm tired. Washington Nail Salon over on Charles Street here in Baltimore. Midtown Day Spa. I walked in. I said, hey, I want some acrylics. She said, what bitch, do you want to get paid? She said, wait. Stick with me. Rock with me. What if I asked for just a few months of commitment? I said, commitment? You don't even know me. Go ahead.
Alright.
I told you. I think you're trying to get me to this. So just a few months if you use a different type of product. And I said,
Really?
and tight finger. Especially because I play piano.
See?
So it affects my playing. Rogan? With this nail technology, I actually can't feel my fingertips because they're my real nails. What she used on my nails is called CND Plexi Gel. Okay? Write it down.
Aisa.
Write it the fuck. If you need a pause, go Google it. I'll wait. Did you find it? Great. Anyway, so CND Plexi Gel, it basically goes on your nail like a gel polish, but when it hardens, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I'm out here like Dolly Parton. Nah, this shit is it's that shit. I love it because one, my nails are very little, so growing them out was a process, and then it also encouraged me to bite my nails. Two, it's so strong that it can withstand everyday wear. Three, everyday wear and tear. And three, it just helped my nails grow, and I got to get away from acrylics, and it's just way more healthy in the long run. The biggest issue in my opinion has been for the past 2 years is nobody else is using it. I don't know why. I've only found 2 salons in the cities that I've been going to that do this. One here in Baltimore, Midtown Day Spa over on Charles Street, and another one in the Brooks, suburb outside of Chicago. I didn't like it. I wasn't fucking with it too much.
Whatever hides this.
It's official. TikTok is now under control of Zionist billionaire and MAGA oligarch Larry Ellison. So your For You page is probably going to look a little different than it has been. TikTok has been retraining a new algorithm, so I'm sure your algorithm has looked a little bit different recently. But now going forward, you can almost guarantee you're going to see significantly less Palestinian content. I've been making mutual aid videos for families in Palestine for several months now, and you can just see the way that the views have dropped off because as the algorithm is trying to hide the truth. So we've got to fight like hell for every single one of these videos. This one right now is going to be about my friend Omar and his family who is currently facing a lot of illness. So please know after this video, from the bottom up, leave a comment about Good Molecules face wash. And this is a skincare treatment. Then I want you to search up Good Molecules in the search bar, watch a video, come back to this. Watch this video all the way through. My friend's family is genuinely relying on Palestinian videos just like it. Omar is a young nursing student, his brother, and he messaged me the other day because his family is sick and he feels so close to breaking down. Israel is blocking aid at the border, and so things like medicine are extremely scarce. They are extremely expensive. This video is genuinely a lifeline. Sister is sick too and needs treatment. She is now because of Palestine, where Israel has bombed all of the hospitals and taken to safety and refuge where she can get proper treatment in a hospital. She has all of the proper documents. So this family is genuinely relying on your attention span, and I know that that's a lot to carry, but you can do it. It's super simple. If you donate even $5 to their campaign, their last campaign was taken down by GoFundMe. So please donate to this campaign. Give them that bit of hope, because that's also a big aspect of this. Even though $5 doesn't seem like a lot, it is a genuine piece of hope. and an acknowledgement to their suffering, that we are bearing witness, that we are not just letting this genocide happen. Thank you so much for that. It's official. TikTok is now under control of
You looked at me! No, I did not. Everybody's here. I did not hear you when you don't understand. You're rude and obnoxious. No, I'm not coming down. Okay, that's assault. Okay? I don't know who the hell you are, but if I would have fallen, you know, you said something, so I'm going to be here for as long as I want. Is that lady? That is assault. He's a lawyer. Tell him it's assault.
Problema? Kaisa.
Sorry, everybody. But did you see her push me?
I may be getting quite a few comments along the...
Cause that's just what the Nazis did. Everyone for fragile masculinity.
Hombres.
Can't murder someone.
Clare. Hombres.
See the Constitution.
Erectus.
Is also for from door to door. I can see this patriotically. See for crimes against humanity. Enjoy it now till justice comes to take you down. Eyes gonna melt you down. Oh, eyes gonna melt you
She was smiling before he shot her. 1, 2, 3, her wife was crying. The family dog in the backseat, this act of violence will continue on repeat. There are no U.S. citizens when Ross is in your street. I see no terrorists, I see no ISIS, it's just us. The American Gestapo that we pay for with our lives. The road to making great our nation state is paved with bold-faced lies. Won't drink that bullshit Kool-Aid. Disbelieve your ears and I told him he carries a gun. Turns off people in the night. With the right hand of a small man, scared of families that are white. The murders of our women, cause it thinks they're getting bossy. That ain't private military, motherfucker. That's a Nazi, that's a Nazi, that's a Nazi, that's a Nazi.
stop. Please don't scroll away. My name is Robin. I am a trans woman trying to raise money off the TikTok shop as we are financial hardship. He was just laid off. I'm currently between jobs, so I'm trying to go to the TikTok shop to sell you some products to again.
I think it's fitting we go out like this. I think it's very fitting that we go out with a man who doesn't know how to take no for an answer. Just ask Greenland or Eugene Carroll. I don't know, like, where to even start. My job's getting taken from me. TikTok is hopefully not getting banned again. Oh, my goodness. Right before TikTok fucking took my biggest video ever from me, so that was pretty awesome. Fuck this goddamn country, this stupid fucking country that we live in. This dumb fucking world that we live in. In what fucking universe? Is any of this just gonna be taken fucking lightly? Are you so fucking serious right now? Dude, the world is about to explode. The world is gone. It's done. It's forever gone.
Thomas,
I
Oklahoma,
am so happy.
Hombres.
I hope everyone is so fucking happy. And I know the ones who are really fucking happy. I know the ones who are pretending to be happy. You know what I mean? Like they're definitely about to fucking be out of here. You know what I mean? It just pisses me off that, like, this all started when I was fucking 17 years old. And by the time it serves 4 years, I will be 30 years old. Are you fucking serious? The people who act like this is what I would like to be. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you think that every day, like I would like to spend my creative energy figuring out different ways to tell you guys that you're being fucking manipulated and you guys are being fucking I could so easily just be a fucking right-wing grifter. It would be so fucking easy. It would be so fucking easy. It would be so easy just to fucking play you guys. It would be so fucking easy. It's so dumb. You guys are so, I'm so sorry. You guys are the dumbest fucking population. And it's not your fucking fault. It was done to you by design. That's insane to me. What's crazy to me is you aren't madder about that, but you wouldn't be because you're so fucking stupid. Like, no shit, you wouldn't be mad about this, but you should be. If anyone should be mad about this, it should be you. Like, what they did to you is fucking disgusting. But at this point, airplane a goddamn airplane because it's got fucking wings and it propels. It fucking flies with a goddamn engine. We call it a fucking airplane, right? That's what you guys do. That's this. You are this. We call you this because you are this. The thing that I'm always calling you, that I'm not allowed to call you, is what you are. You are that thing. That dude would have fucking loved you. In fact, his reincarnated form, the guy who learned from him, loves you. Boy, does he fucking love you guys. He was South Africa just to fucking put his palms together like a fucking crazy little fly. Because of how fucking dumb you are. Again, I'm so sorry. I know, like somehow I'm supposed to feel bad for you while also holding you accountable, while also holding the system accountable that made you this way, while also somehow trying to get you onto our side, but also I have to fight against you because you're a Nazi. Right?
Pilare,
What the fuck is even
Ibrahim,
happening right now, dude?
Pilare, Hombres.
Even if you think I am so fucking far off base, right? You have to admit it. The idea that a man like this exists, and he's in office, and people voted him in, the most divisive man since when? You know fucking when. Does that not just speak to an out-of-touchness? Does that not just speak to a willingness to keep doing this violent cycle of fucking, like, get back, this game of fucking get back that everyone's trying to fucking do all the goddamn time? Is it worth it? How would you look at this and go, well, that side knows what they're doing. Rounded up in the streets, those guys are fucking lunatics. Those guys are fucking Elon Musk. The idea that anyone would look at him and go, that person's different. Does that make sense? Like, who the fuck is this guy? He's just a dude. Tax records. Is he different because he made more money by exploiting people? Excuse me, I'm sorry, an emerald mine in South Africa? From his Nazi father and grandfather? He has, so take the money away, right? Just money, by the way. No, like, actual influence. Just bought companies and is on his way to bankrupting all of them like he has before, right? Or been on his way to before. I'm sorry. Somebody's gonna fact check me. You're right. He was ousted by PayPal as he was tanking the stock price. My bad.